In this video we're gonna show how to calculate the uniform annual cost as well as how to incorporate this value into the factory overhead and corporate overhead. But before I start, please subscribe to my channel as it motivates me to do more videos. If you have any question, write to my email address. So it is more trouble with overhead rate based on labor cost alone. A machine operator who runs an old small engine lathe would be the same as an operator running a new CNC machine purchased for $500,000. The time on the CNC machine is more productive and should be valued at a higher rate. It's more appropriate to divide the cost of a worker running a machine to corporate direct labor and machine. So we're gonna do it as two parts. We have the labor and the factory overhead rate times the direct labor plus the machine cost times the factory overhead cost. That would be the hourly rate for the company. Labor factory overhead rate and machine factory overhead rate. Factory overhead rate with respect to labor and factory overhead rate with respect to machine. Okay, I need to remind you this is CL is a labor rate plus CL times factory overhead rate. We obtain, if you go back, if you multiply the rate times direct labor, we obtain the cost. So we split the cost into two parts: the factory overhead with respect to labor cost and factory overhead with respect to machine cost. So let's see how it applies in this example. The following data are giving direct labor cost and dollars applicable. Factory overhead rate is 60% and capital investment of the machine is 100,000. Service life of machine 8 years. Rate of return 20. Salvage value 0 after 8 years. Factory overhead on machine 50%, and we report rated of 8 hours 250 days working days per year. So the total number of hours working per year is 2000, which is 8 hours times 250 days per year. So let's see how it will be solved. First, in order to calculate the uniform annual cost, which is the amount of money is gonna cost us on the machine over 8 years with respect to take into consideration the interest rate. The uniform annual cost, it is the initial cost we paid, which is 100,000, which is the cost of the machine right now. It's capital investment times A given B factor over 8 years, take consideration the interest rate is 20%. Interest rate, which mean like if you want to borrow money from the bank, there will be an interest rate on those money, and so how much annual payment over 8 years. So this one will be I1 plus I power n, 1 plus I power n minus 1. N is the number of years taken into consideration and I is the interest rate, which is 0.2. So the uniform annual cost, which mean like same example, if you buy a car with a loan on the bank over a period of time, you pay the same amount every year, take into consideration the interest rate. So for the case of the machine, we're gonna pay $26,060 per year. The same amount will be divided by 2,000 hours per year, is 13.03 per dollar per year per hour. Concerning the labor, which is $10 per hour, plus the factory overhead rate with respect to labor is 0.6. So for every $10 per hour, we're paying $6 as factory overhead rate with respect to labor. However, on the machine the rate is 0.5, so we're paying 13.03 plus 0.5 is amount almost $6. So the C0 is $35.55 per hour. Okay, thank you.